Today, we are very honored to have Mr. Wu Hongbo, Under-Secretary General of the United Nations, here to deliver a lecture. On behalf of the Chinese University of Hong Kong and our fellow co-organizers, I would like to extend to you all a very warm welcome. Mr. Wu Hongbo was appointed United Nations Under-Secretary General for Economic and Social Affairs in 2012. A career diplomat, Mr. Wu has served as ambassador of the People's Republic of China to a number of countries, including the Federal Republic of Germany, New Zealand, and the Philippines. From 2006 to 2009, he served as Director General and later Assistant Minister of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China.
There are 6 working languages in the United Nations. I'm going to use 2. First, I will deliver my statement or my speech in English. Then I'll be ready to answer your questions either in Chinese or in English, as you wish. As young students with hopes and aspirations, you may please to hear that the Secretary General of the United Nations has made working with and working for young people one of his top priorities of his second term. We now have additional channels through which youth voices can be heard. More information, of course, is available on the website www.unv.org. I'm advertising United Nations. Indeed, the newly appointed envoy on youth has reiterated that not only is he an envoy for the Secretary General on youth, but he is also himself an envoy to the Secretary General. He is a messenger, bringing young people's concerns directly to His Excellency, the Secretary General. This two-way dialogue cuts to the heart of the meaningful and effective involvement of youth. Unfortunately, in many countries, education systems are failing to teach young people the necessary skills to participate in the workplace. Moreover, too many young people are leaving education with skills that are not inadequate to the task. How to address this? Learning and curriculum development are crucial elements, as we know, and this means teacher training and teacher recruitment should be a national priority. United Nations is the largest intergovernmental organization in the world with 193 members. I think the United Nations is also the largest organization that will provide emergency aids to the people in whatever country. For instance, the United Nations provide food to North Korea and also provide food and disaster relief aids to those who fled Syria. And in terms of the comparison with the NGOs and United Nations, I think the United Nations covers much more extensive ground. As far as the humanitarian aid is concerned, we are not make the differences, whether they are politically correct or not. As long as there are people in distress, in urgent need, we will be there to help them. I think you have been asking the question that I asked myself before I was appointed under Secretary General. You see, when you are appointed, then you will go through the procedure. You will take your oath with your hand on the UN Charter. One of the sentences that you are only loyal to the United Nations, will take no instructions from any other countries or any other institutions. So this is the necessary requirement for an international civil servant. However, I would say that as senior official of the United Nations, you are serving the interests of all the member states of the United Nations, including my country, People's Republic of China. So that's my answer.
Thank you, Mr. Wu and Professor Shen.
On behalf of the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, congratulations on the 50th anniversary of the university. Thank you.